hate to bring it up, but gotta obviously talk about the fight that happened afterwards, which was your encounter with Seika Izawa, which is a very crazy fight and an unexpected one. I think obviously the result for practically everybody. So just going to look back at that one, obviously had plenty of time to look back on it now. I mean, what are kind of the biggest takeaways as we get ready for the highly anticipated rematch with Miss Izawa?
それはたくさんあって、そうですね。
So, there are a lot of takeaways, but a lot of things I learned from that loss. Especially, I've never felt like was ever in danger in the closed guard position. But that's where, I got caught this time. And I was able to revisit my style in the closed guard. And, obviously that's what started everything. So I've revisited everything. I've worked on my skills in the closed guard. And overall, I was able to raise my overall skills. So, it's a loss, but there's plenty to take away, plenty to learn from that loss.
Yeah, I'm sure there is, especially for someone like you who's always dissecting everything. But I know you're not one to make excuses either, Ayaka. So I'll make an excuse for you potentially. But I did hear that after the fight that you were maybe dealing with a back injury. And if that is true, or if not, please correct me. But if so, like, how bad was that exactly?
そうですね。これは結構言ってなくて、公に。
So Drake, I really haven't said this to anybody. So and the thing is, I don't want to use an injury as any kind of an excuse. So I haven't said this at all, and I haven't really told anybody about this. But yeah, so I did have an injury about a month leading up to the fight, and there were certain times where I couldn't move. But that injury itself, I mean, yes, I did have an injury, but it wasn't enough that it affected my performance. So I don't think that loss was because of my injury.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Was just curious. Had to ask. And I mean, it wasn't anything that, was bad enough to where you were thinking about, not taking the fight. And I mean, that fighting spirit, you probably would have done it even if it was as bad anyways, right?
Okay.
How big does this fight feel in terms of, the magnitude out of all the fights you've had in your career? Does it feel like the biggest one, or is it kind of like you're trying to treat it like it's not that big so you can go in more level-headed? Or how does it feel in that regard, Ayaka?
So for me, the theme for this fight is being calm, cool, and collected. I always get hot-headed. I get way too overheated and excited during the fight. And sometimes that puts me in bad positions. So I think the theme for this fight is to be calm. And if you would label it as being, the biggest, most important fight of my career, maybe that may be true. But for me, I don't want that to get that into my head. And I want to stay calm. I want to try to stay calm for this fight.
Oh, hey, you made it to the end. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you like this video and want to see more like it, give it a like and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Until then, we'll see you next time.